Yes, and during all the rigmarole, popular fast food chain Arby's even got in on the fun, tweeting at I Am Jericho. Heard some Judas stole your championship belt. We've got plenty of cardboard. Want a new one?
I just love that. Arby's has some of the best. Arby's and Wendy's are two of the best tweeters ever.
They should have then shared Daniel Bryan's WWE championship as a picture.
Right? The old emperor.
Yep. We have practice.
So, I mean, obviously we don't know exactly what happened, but the story makes sense. They set it on the trunk while they were doing some shit, drove away, ended up on the side of a road, dude picked it up. I find it crazy that some dude picked up a velvet bag and didn't open it till he got home.
Right, yeah.
I wouldn't be able to do that, but whatever.
Yeah, it's a 45-pound velvet bag. Why wouldn't you open that?
Own, I guess. Yeah, I'd have opened it up before I put it in my fucking car.
Why is it so heavy?
What if it was manure? What if it was a bomb? What if it could be anything?
A velvet bag full of manure. I love it.
What if it was the cure to AIDS? I don't know. This was a fun road. I loved every day getting a new report about this.
Well, I liked hearing too that the police posted a tweet saying they found it and then quickly deleted it. Like AEW already had a cover story to go up, and they're like, take it down, take it down.
Take it down, we got some shit to do. So it's like, to me, either this is one huge fucking angle, which it could be, but I honestly don't think it is.
For millionaire Longhorn Steakhouses and Mike's Limousines. It could be Chris Jericho just doing an average podcast episode.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's just like, it was so fun. This is fun.
You're going to want to get that championship off of Jericho pretty fast, though, if he's already losing,
Right.
Man, he should get a couple demerits for that or something.
Well, AEW not only lost a championship belt, Pasty, but they lost an extremely gifted wrestler. Because even though All Elite Wrestling seemed to be planning on making wrestler Kylie Ray a huge star in their company, seems like that will no longer be the case. Now, we'll start with saying President Tony Khan confirmed that Kylie Ray has been granted her release from the company after asking for it.
Stevens, you can do that.
Right. Initially, it's unclear when or why Ray asked for her release. Khan called the split, quote, amicable, and would not really discuss the matter any further. Ray, who was a big part of Double or Nothing, taking part in a fatal four-way match against Britt Baker, Nyla Rose, and Awesome Kong, who are three of the biggest names in pro wrestling right now. And obviously Nyla Rose is going to be in the running for the first ever AEW Women's Champion. She was advertised, but never confirmed for a match against Leva Bates at AEW Firefest, and alas, we see neither of them. Allie ended up wrestling Bates. Wait a second. She ended up wrestling Bates on the show? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to edit that. Because I fucked that up. Okay. She was advertised but never confirmed for a match against Leva Bates at AEW Fighter Fest. But Allie ended up wrestling Bates on the show instead. Ray deleted her Twitter account in August, leading to concern from some fans over what her status may be. But it seems there's actually more to this. According to a report by Brad Shepard, Kylie Ray has apparently retired completely from professional wrestling in general, following her departure from AEW. Details regarding this are at this time unknown to us at Beef Sticks Podcast, but Shepard went out of his way to actually put Tony Khan on blast, saying that he should never try to have, quote, feign transparency, unquote, on matters he was not able to talk about. In other words, Tony Khan should have never came out and said that Kylie Ray was granted her release if Kylie Ray is maybe just retiring completely from wrestling and it wasn't his spot to say.
Yeah, I don't know. I have some thoughts. It's just weird.
Well, let's hear them.
Well, she's your Bailey, right? That's what everybody compares her to. She's your Bailey. She's your... You're
okay,
happy over the top, girly, go girl. She's everything that a girl's supposed to be. And this is a character she developed. Just leads me to believe she slants to the right and doesn't like the fact that Nyla Rose is in the company. That is my thought. I just get this weird tickle on the back of my neck about it. And then she caught wind that they wanted to push her, you know, to the first title match or whatever. And I think that's probably, to me, that's what it seems like. I feel like, because I felt like since day one, she looks like she puts on this big fake front, but I bet she's a super bitch backstage.
Wow. Yeah. Whoa, look at Pasty.
That's how I felt.
Pasty ain't holding nothing back.
I could be entirely wrong.
No, but this is, Pasty, this is Beef Sticks Podcast. You gotta just fucking let them know how you feel. Whatever vibe you're feeling. I didn't feel it, but I feel you.
Honestly, though, if you were a super girly, what every girl should be kind of wrestler, and then the Nyla Rose thing.
I am pretty super girly.
I mean, I could see it.
Yeah, we're obviously going to have more to talk about this going forward, whether it's immediate or in the far future. This isn't over yet. We got more to talk about.
I also still wouldn't doubt
comes out.
We're going to see her in WWE.
Pacey, we have gone, I think, 79 minutes talking about All Elite Pro Wrestling.
Yes, we have.
Should we go
talk full
about
gear?
The rest of the wrestling world. No, full gear my ass.
Arm drag.
What? Hey, now that you brought it up, what the fuck does the term full gear mean?
Full gear.
Like every time I go to write it, I'm like, no, it's not full gear. It's like top gear or something
it's
gear.
Gear.
And then I'm like, wait a second, what the fuck is full gear?
It's from being the Elite. It was when Adam Page was originally supposed to fight Pac, and Adam Page came to a restaurant in his wrestling gear, and they started making fun of him for being out of shape and shit. And so that's where it came from.
Yeah, and then he ended.
It's dumb, but at least it has a place in the lineage.
It does, but I'm going to go back and say what I said a while ago. Don't mix being the Elite with your actual product, because they're two different.
Once TV starts, I think it's the same exact thing, though. I think I don't think being the Elite happens once TV's done. Or maybe it does, but it's like more back.
Because I can almost guarantee you 97% of the people who watch TNT will never watch fucking Being the Elite. That's just not, they're not the same audience.
Young Bucks fans watch Being the Elite. That's my thought.
Yeah, but Young Bucks fans aren't tuning into fucking TNT to watch fucking AEW either. They're watching fucking Being the Elite on YouTube. They're not putting the money and time in to watch them weekly. They're just fucking getting stoned, eating Cheetos, and every now and then flipping over to the fucking YouTube channel.
They average about 200,000
That's not who you want
on each weekly show.
Yeah, that's a drop in the bucket to a real YouTube channel. I'm sorry. And to a fucking... How many people do you think watch TNT, Pasty?
A lot. But like I said,
I
think once TV starts, I think there won't be as much need for Being the Elite.
I think they gotta quit doing it because there's very little cross-promotion. I think everybody's realized that. The people who have cable don't fucking watch streaming services, and the people who watch streaming services don't fucking watch cable. Pasty, how much do you pay for your cable services?
$0.
Do you have cable services?
No.
My point proven. But with that being said, let's talk about something else other than All Elite Wrestling, because there is more than that. Not a whole lot this week, because wow, they took over every fucking thing, and in a good way. Awesome. But Pasty, we have to move it into the
Savage Sentinel.
And starting this off is another big story. There was a big shakeup of the WWE creative team this week, Pasty, which has been in the works for some time now, at least according to our good friend old Pato Davo.
Yes, cue that sound effect here.
Ryan Ward, who had been working as the lead writer for SmackDown, is now out. The official word is that he's on a, quote, personal leave. And now with Ward gone from SmackDown, Ed Koskey, who had been working as the head writer for Raw, will be moving to the Fox brand. Koski has been with WWE for more than 18 years, almost 2 decades, Pasty, and he's worked as a top writer for over 10 years of that term. And he is currently WWE's Vice President of Creative. Now, he will be working with SmackDown Executive Director Eric Bischoff. The new Raw lead writer is Jonathan Bakestrom. He will be working under Raw executive producer Paul Heyman. Now, Bakestrom had been working as the lead writer for 205 Live since November 2016, so he's got some experience. Nobody watches it. You can do whatever you want. But he'd been recently removed from 205 Live because Heyman brought him into the Red brand when he was hired as executive director. So Paul Heyman sees something in him. He's probably good. Now, all this was brought on by several internal issues allegedly, and a lot of concerns, Pasty, including a severe botching, allegedly, of the SmackDown storyline involving Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan, and Eric Rowan, at least according to a new report from The Wrap. And if the little bit I've heard about this storyline, because I haven't watched any of it, is true, I have no fucking idea what's happened with it either, so that sounds right. It sounds like nobody knows what the fuck's going on.
Eric Rowan did it himself.
It went from who the fuck did it to Roman Reigns to anybody could have done it to Rowan did it to it was a Rowan lookalike to Rowan did it.
And then now Rowan turned on Daniel Bryan and he said nobody will ever slap him again.
And then he got slapped. The Wrap reports that Bischoff and the Blue Brand team have come under scrutiny due to the handling of this creative. Their source noted that the storyline was, quote, botched so bad that explaining to anyone what it was supposed to be wouldn't make any sense at all. I go back to what I said about it.
Where's Vince Russo when you need him?
Exactly, bro. He'd at least come up with something. It wouldn't have made sense.
It's elementary, bro. Put Daniel Bryan on a pole.
Now, what makes matters worse, Stevie Long, who is a writer who formerly worked for the Sons of Anarchy TV show, was reportedly found asleep in the writer's room by P.S. Michael Hayes, not only a WWE Hall of Famer, but also a tenured employee backstage. And this was during Long's first day on the road with the company, Pasty, allegedly. Now, Long is still employed, but yeah, Bischoff declined to comment on the story, and when contacted by The Wrap, the Long's manager was unable to give a comment from his client before publication. Whew.
It's very interesting. I didn't think Bischoff was going to do an awful job. And honestly,
he's doing an awful job.
Feels better than it did before, even with this convoluted who's trying to. I don't care as long as Roman Reigns is almost dying. I'm happy.
At least it's different. Yeah, this makes me worry.
Seeing Rowan stand on his own 2 feet for the first time in WWE history. I hope that goes down in the books.
Is he, or is he just going to join the Fiend?
Yeah, right.
It seems like they're kind of pushing to join the Fiend.
They shouldn't do that.
But it looks like what it's doing.
They shouldn't do that. Not without Harper. Are they going to bring Harper back too? And then they're going to ruin Bray Wyatt. Everybody should stand on their own.
Harper needs to go to AEW. There, I said it.
Yes. But he needs to shave his hair and beard, and so nobody recognizes him.
I don't want that.
Why? Pasty. But if nobody recognizes him, that'd be fun.
We're still going to recognize. Come on. We have the internet, Pasty.
No, I don't know what he looks like.
You've seen him.
No, without the hair and the beard.
You've never seen him?
No. I mean, naked, but I wasn't looking at his face.
Well, he shaved his balls.
I know that.
Yeah.
No, it's some stuff.
Stuff happens.
At least Paul Heyman's doing a good job.
Paul Heyman's rocking. WWE's trying their best. You know who's kind of slacking is USA Network, basically.
Yes, indeed. There appears to be a disturbance in the force as plans for the first 2 weeks of NXT on USA are revealed. The show is slated to run live on USA from 8 to 9, and the second hour will be available